Hey Aries, it's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you another July reading. I hope all is well with you guys. You're staying healthy, safe, while trying to enjoy the summer months. I do want to thank you guys for all the love and support you bring to the channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you Aries, for all that fire energy you bring. I do want to let you know that this is a general reading and it's not going to resonate with every Aries, nor will it resonate with every Aries placement that you have. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You may need to switch the roles no matter who you are, whether you are someone with Aries in prominent placements or whether you are someone who has inactive Aries in your chart. All right, so let's see what we got going on for you, Aries. We're going to pull 5 cards from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. We're going to pull 5 cards from this deck just to get our overall message. And then what we'll do is we'll go on to the Mystic Monday deck to elaborate a little bit more on that message. And then we're going to go to the extended to clarify some of that message. And then we're going to get you some advice. So there's going to be an extended. The link is in the box below if you're interested. Ooh, okay. Cards flying all over, Aries. All right, I need 3 more. Okay, 1, 2, and then 1 more. All right. So let's take a look at these cards and see what we got going on for you, Aries. I'm going to be referring to the book because I am still learning this deck. I had it for over a year, but I just hadn't been using it like that. I was called to use it for your readings this month. So, so far, the other the messages that have been coming out have really been resonating as far as with the following decks that I add. So I'm using these. So let me know what you think about this deck. And the messages that come from it. So the first card that we have is the Sage. All right, this is considered a major arcana for this deck. Look at the you know, if you guys have not seen this deck, this is called the Dreams of Gaia deck, and it's a full tarot deck. The cards are really large. They look like oracle deck cards as far as their shape. All right, but this card here is the Sage, and it's a major arcana. So let's see what this message is for the Sage, because this is what the current energy is for you right now. So with the Sage card, this talks about sharing, communication. It talks about knowledge, information, culture, tradition, advice. And it could also talk about manipulation. So this is like being the storyteller, communicating your thoughts and feelings, knowing your audience. Devote time to research and investigation, learning the traditions and customs of others, knowing your ancestors and heritage. Sage advice both given and received. There is no time to give unsolicited advice. Question your traditional reactions and responses. Do not speak so much that you forget to listen. Be wary of the smooth talker, and do not embellish the truth. So this is just basically keeping it 100, okay? You know, be someone who communicates effectively. You know, say what it is that you need to say. Just be considerate of others. If you are giving some information in reference to if this is in the form of a business, make sure you do your research. If you're investing in anything or you're doing some type of presentation where you're introducing a product to someone that you may want to get investment in, or you want their support, you may want to make sure you dot all your I's, cross all your T's, devote some time to research and investigation. Also, the people that you are, you know, speaking to, the audience, learn that audience, learn their customs and their traditions so that you understand how to communicate with them without being offensive. A lot of people don't do that, especially when we come to international business. It's very important that you understand the traditions and the values and the communication of the people that you talk to. For example, when you're doing business with people from the eastern part of the world, they're all about more community oriented. So when you go and you do business with a company in Japan, you know, it's not like doing business with a company in America where, you know, you meet and then your decision is made and then you decide what you're going to do. You know, when you go and meet with a company in Japan, you're going to meet with them and then they're going to go back and they're going to make sure that all of the information that you provided is passed on to everyone in the company, not just the CEOs like in the United States, where it's just the CEOs who make the decision. No, they pass this information on to all the employees. The employees all have time to look at this information and they reply back with their questions, and then you're going to meet with them again And then you're going to address those questions, and then they may have some more. They're going to bring that information back to all their employees, and all their employees are going to look at it and assess it and ask some additional questions, and they're going to meet with you again. And that is going to happen until all their questions or concerns are addressed. So you may have to meet with them 3 or 4 times before they'll even come up with, a decision in reference to if they want to move forward with you. And you cannot pressure them because their customs are totally different than yours. So, when you're doing business with people overseas or just people from different tradition than you need to understand, how they move and how they think, so that you know how to present your message to them, especially if you're looking at them to be investors or to go into business with you. All right. So this is all about being wise, knowing your audience, knowing also your ancestral heritage. A lot of you are doing research on your ancestral heritage to find out more about you and who you are and what you bring to the table. A lot of that is going on right now as we're going through a major planetary ascension. So learn the traditions and the customs of your ancestors so that you better understand who you are. Now the challenge in the situation here is the crone energy. This is another major arcana. All right, so the crone, let's see why she would be a challenge for you. So the crone energy is an energy of someone who understands their true nature. Okay, be aware of your choices. Be unafraid to walk your own path. A life of your own design. Untapped power and potential. A fertile and productive future. A childless state. Being unbowed and unapologetic, respecting and cherishing your elders. A direct, forthright approach is needed. Do what's necessary, not what's expected. And it is time to be fierce and fight back. This is about your feminine side of you. Okay, power, fearlessness, authenticity, individuality, independence. Okay, so some of you, you're in a situation where you are going through an ascension here. You're trying to figure out who you are, what it is that you want, what matters to you, okay? And the challenge is walking in your own true path. That could be difficult for you, especially if you're in a work environment. A lot of Aries, depending on what you have in your chart, don't work well with bosses, okay? So you're trying to, you're trying to get along with your boss, right? You're trying to get along with the people in your company, the people that you have to answer to, your colleagues and things like that. So it may behoove you to tap into who they are. All right. Find out a little bit about them. Find out what makes them tick. Okay. That way you can communicate with them in a way where you would be able to connect with them because they see that you're taking an interest in them. And, then they will be more open to you and your individuality. Now, that don't mean that you can come in and just run the whole company, but you would be surprised at, how far you would be able to go or get as far as leniency if you take the time to really get to know your bosses. And I'm not just talking about kiss ass, because anybody can kiss ass. It's actually truly understanding the culture of the environment in which you work in, and communicating with your boss, empathizing with them in reference to what they have to do, and, using your individuality to step in and see if you can help out where you can. Okay, that's how you can be assertive in your right, in your Aries energy, by taking action and being the individualistic, in your individualistic nature, while still being under the umbrella of following the company's policies and procedures because you understand what those traditions are. Now let's take a look and see what your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors want you to keep in mind in this scenario. So we have the 3 of water, but it came out in reverse. Let me show you the card upright. So here's the 3 of water. Now let me get you the information for the 3 of water. So with the 3 of water here, the universe, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, they want you to consider that when this card is reversed, it appears in order to caution you against weighing down a potential outcome with the burden of expectations. So you basically want to move without any expectations. Make sure your hopes and desires are realistic and let go of those that are not. Free yourself from the binding nature and the weight of unrealistic expectations, and in doing so, allow the outcome to speak to you or allow the outcome you seek to manifest in its own way and time. Remember, the more you expect, the more disappointed you will be if the future you hope for does not unfold as you imagined. So for some of you, this is all about the universe is saying don't have any expectations in the situation. Do your research, be authentic and true to you in presenting that information, and just sit back. Don't have any expectations about anything, because you may have expectations that may exceed what the outcome will be, and then you will feel disappointed, and it will put you in a position of feeling uncomfortable, and it's not going to benefit you in any way, shape, or form. So let's look at where your head is at. So you have the Queen of Air energy. This is where your head is at right now. So let's see what the Queen of Air energy is all about. So with the Queen of Air energy, we're talking about being disciplined. We're talking about using ethics, being commanding, being an expert, being forceful, precise, rule-oriented, and respectful. So you're already on that page, all right? So this is a time for ethical behavior, no room for compromise. Seek the advice of an expert. Respect the rules and laws. Why are you pushing boundaries? It also talks about keeping your judgment free of emotional impediment. And don't be drawn into an argument. Don't reject unsolicited advice. So for some of you, this is what you're taking into consideration. You're like, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get this done so that I can do it in an authentic way that is true to me. There's research that needs to be involved. I need to investigate further what's going on. And the thing is that I can't expect anything. All I can expect to do is just be me, do the best that I can do. I did my research. I did my due diligence. I don't want to get my emotions tied in a situation. But I'm going to make sure that I've done everything that I could. I've looked for expert advice in the situation. I've not rejected unsolicited advice, because this is all about not being a know-it-all, okay? Not being a know-it-all, allowing others to give input. You take what like we did with the readings, take what resonates and just disregard the rest. But make sure you listen if someone has some advice or expertise in a situation or environment that you embark on, that you listen to what they say, because maybe all of it won't resonate, but there could be something that sparks a thought in you to investigate something else, going back to your investigations. All right. And that information that you find could put you in a situation where you are able to stand out more for who you are and the individual work ethic that you put into the situation. Now, of course, keeping in mind that you don't have any expectations emotionally, don't emotionally tie yourself to this situation, but look at it from a logical standpoint and do what makes sense and what's practical. So the outcome here is the Two of Water. So let's see what the Two of Water talks about. All right, so with the Two of Water being the outcome here in this situation, we're looking at the fact of intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, codependency, and taking sides. This is all about going beyond infatuation and attraction. When it comes to intimacy, this is about sharing, giving, and communication. This is all about time to forgive and seek reconciliation. A meeting of the minds and hearts, putting aside judgment and blame, cherishing all of your loves, maintain independence and avoid codependence, and avoid taking risks. So as far as the outcome is concerned, you do have to take into consideration others that are involved in the situation while maintaining your individuality, while doing your due diligence and your research, and while not becoming emotionally attached to the outcome. Okay, so this is what Spirit's message is to you. So if this is a work environment, it's understanding the culture in which you're working under, understanding how you as an individual can fit in that without expecting any emotional attachments, without getting emotionally attached, but also, doing your investigation and making sure that you understand what's expected of you, so that you can work in a cohesive environment with others around you. This could be in personal life, this could be in business life, in any other life. This is all about maintaining your individuality, but respecting the others who are involved as well, and the rules and regulations that are underway in this situation, because you guys are so individualistic, and you're very extroverted, so you communicate with a lot of people, but you're very individualistic. You don't like a lot of people trying to control you and tell you what to do. That's just the energy that you have. But you have to understand that when you're working with others, you have to tone that down a bit, and you can't have any emotional ties to the situation. So with the Princess of Pentacles and Princess of Wands in reverse here, this is something that you're uninspired about. Okay, something that you may not be listening to your intuition about, something that you're just not interested in. It bores you. Some of you, you may not be able to travel. Okay, with the Three of Cups here, it could be, you're bored with your current situation as far as your friends. Maybe you find them uninteresting. Maybe they're not into the same things that you're into. Or this could be you not interested in reconnecting with people. Okay, there could be certain people you just don't want to work with in the work environment. You find them boring. You find that the way that they go about doing things is so cookie cutter. It's just blah, blah, blah. Your individuality is a little bit more of a passionate type of individuality. And so as a result, this is a typical environment of an Aries working for someone. It's just like blah, blah, blah. I have to get along with these people. I have to try to work with them. I have to, try to consider everybody's feelings, okay, and still maintain my individuality. So what is positively or negatively affecting that? That was one too many cards. So what's negatively or positively affecting this for Aries? This could also be about you maintaining your individuality in a relationship, okay? So we have the two, speaking of which, the Two of Cups came out, okay? So this is all about a connection of some sort, a business partnership or a relationship. We have the Ace of Pentacles here represented, that this could be about money. So this could be a partnership. So like the deck that we put out before here was saying that, if you're looking at investors and you're looking for someone to invest in your ideas or your business, then you have to do due diligence. You have to do your research. You have to understand who they are. You have to be able to communicate with them in a way that will show that you are unique and you set yourself apart from the others who are coming to them for money. But at the same time, you respect the rules and regulations that they have in place, and you're willing to work with them to get what you need. Okay? And while you still maintain your individuality. Now, what's going on in the past? And in the terms of a relationship, it's the same thing. It's like, communicate with this person. Let this person know who you are, what it is that you want, what's interesting to you. All right, so in the past, we have the Queen of Cups energy. So there was some support there. There was some love. There was some consideration. There was intuition. There was compassion. All right. So there was positive energy in the past with this love connection. If this was love. If it wasn't love, then it was just support from your bosses, your colleagues, your partners, whomever, in reference to this partnership. Now, what happened recently in the past? We have Judgment in reverse. Someone made a wrong decision. Someone made an error in judgment that they're not able to accept, or they're not able to understand. Okay, if this is a business situation and you were pitching to, people from another country, you may have made an error in judgment in the way that you approached the situation or the way that you presented the material. If you're trying to invest in someone, maybe the information that was sent to you was misunderstood. Maybe now that you're looking back at it, you may feel like, okay, I made the wrong decision. I may have invested too much money. If this is a love situation here, it could be like, okay, I made a wrong decision. I jumped into this situation without really understanding, the ramifications, or now that I'm in it, it's not what I want. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, it's not what I want, So as a result, there could have been some love lost in the situation. Let's see what the crowning energy is. All right, that's one too many. The crowning energy is the Seven of Swords reverse. So this is all about, oh, okay, that's what I did wrong. Or, oh, okay, that's what the problem was. That's what happened, type of thing. All right, this was something that maybe you weren't aware of, but that was brought to your attention. That could have put you in a situation where things, went haywire. The Seven of Swords in reverse talks about someone being caught out there or something being revealed that could have been going on privately. If you just look at this card, this person just has a sword behind their back. They're holding a sword. They're hiding something. So whatever they were hiding was revealed. So someone made a wrong decision about something and they tried to do it without people knowing about it, and it was revealed. So what could have happened was someone said, okay, well, let's be in a relationship, but yet this person found out that their partner was cheating. In a business situation, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll do business with you, but then you find out that, they're investigating you and trying to find a reason why they want to get out of the partnership behind your back and not being honest and upfront with you about it. So with the Three of Wands energy here, you're looking out, trying to figure out, okay, well, what are my options? What am I going to do now at this point that, this is what the situation is? So what's in your fears? What's in your fears? All right, that's one too many. We have the Queen of Swords in your fears. So you're fearing that, the queens represent internal energy. So this is in reference to what's going on inside of you. You're fearing that they're going to find out the truth. So for some of you, maybe you did go about doing something in a manner in which you were trying not to get caught. And so now you're feeling as if with the crowning energy that you got caught out there. You made a bad judgment. Okay, you made a bad decision and you got caught out there. So your fear is that, you have to reveal the truth or the truth comes out. We got the Moon card in reverse here. Yeah, you're scared to death that it's going to be revealed. That what you did in the dark is going to come out. That truth, that secret is going to come out. How do people see you who know about the situation? How do they see you? All right, now Aries, this could have been you doing this to someone or someone could have did this to you. Switch the roles as need be, especially cross watchers. Okay, but someone did something and got caught out there. All right, so yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here, this is how someone sees you. They see you as messing things up. If this is a relationship, they see you as messing this up. If this is a business partnership, they see you as fucking up the money. You fucked up you messed it up. All right, and with the Four of Cups in reverse here, now they got to figure out what else to do. Okay, as far as the business situation is concerned, you messed this up. Or, you may have invested in a situation that really wasn't advantageous to you. People were keeping things from you, and you found out about it. You made a bad decision, a bad judgment. Maybe you didn't do enough research, and you found out after the fact that, somebody was holding the truth from you, withholding the truth from you. And as a result, they see you losing money here. People see you losing money because you invested in this without due diligence or research. If this is a relationship here, someone saw you, caught you cheating. Okay? Caught you cheating on your partner here, and people see that. So now they see you going through a possible divorce because you were caught out there fornicating with others. Okay, whether you're in a marriage or whether it's just a long-term relationship, you made a bad judgment and decision, all right, in reference to a connection here. And so with the Four of Cups in reverse here, this is you looking at the situation like, you know what, I need to change my ways, or, I need to look in a new direction because this is not going to work out now that this has been revealed. All right, now your hopes is the Moon in reverse. So your hopes is that the truth doesn't come out, is what I'm getting for some of you. And we have that clarified with the Queen of Wands because you want to maintain the control over the situation. You want to be able to take action and do whatever it is you need to do so that it benefits you. All right, so what's the outcome here? Okay, the outcome in the situation is the Five of Wands. All right, so there's, as a result of this here, there's going to be a lot of conflict. Could be jealousy, competition. So in the business sense here, maybe the business deal went flat, and so there's other competitors that they're looking at. Okay. Your presentation wasn't as well because you didn't do your research. You tried to skip over it, and it came out in the presentation that you didn't do your due diligence, and as a result, you cost the company some money. Okay. And the truth is that you know that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You know you didn't do your due diligence. So as a result here, others are able to come in and compete where you would have been able to hold things down. All right, so that's in the business sense. Another business sense could be that you were about to invest into something and you didn't do your research and your due diligence. And as a result, you could have had an investor that you were communicating with. You didn't do your due diligence and research on them or what they were presenting to you. As a result, you lost some money because you found out they were lying to you or were keeping things from you. All right, so I'm getting that as well. So now you're fighting with them in reference to getting your money back, and trying to figure out what you can do to recoup with your losses here, because with the Ten of Pentacles you lost some money. All right, and underneath the deck here, yeah, you're ready to fight now. You're like, wait a minute, but what the hell, type of thing. All right, and so in the business sense here, where you messed up the account, you could be defending yourself here, like, well, I didn't know this and I didn't know that, and so now you're standing, being judged for the things that you did not do, or the lack of research or the lack of due diligence. If this is a relationship type of thing here, you could have other options is what's going on here, or you could be defending yourself in reference to the people that you were dating or the people who are interested in you. There could be other options, and your partner is seeing that, and as a result you got caught out there cheating. So your partner is now like, okay, you know what, the relationship is over. You could be trying to fight the relationship. You could be trying to fight the allegations against you. But the outcome is that you got too many people here saying, nah. Too many people in the business, too many people who say, nah, I was with you, or I saw you with such and such, or you were out there with and just blowing up your whole spot. Like, you got caught. All right. So all the truth comes out now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the extended. We're going to take a look at what's going on here for each of these scenarios, what you're able to do to try to get yourself out of this situation so that you get out intact, especially with the business situation. Are you going to lose your job? What's going to happen? Are you going to lose the account? As far as the investments are concerned, how much money did you lose? Are you going to be able to recoup? Is this person really been withholding information from you? What was there something that you should have researched or looked into more to see, or maybe you could have seen this coming? All right. In a relationship tip, we're going to find out what's going to go on with this relationship. Is it going to move forward? Are you guys going to make it through? Is someone going to accept the fact that they, got caught out there? We're going to see what's up. So let me know if this resonated with you. If you can't come to the extended, then, click the like, share it. If you know somebody who's going through this, let me know in the comments if it resonates. I will see you in the extended, or I will see you in the next video. Peace out, Aries.